Good morning everybody, it's JJ in the Loire. Welcome to the Potager. Just turn you around because you don't really want to see my hot sweaty face. Gosh, it's really getting warm today, but I'm down here because I needed to plant up some salad. So I just thought I'd show you the best way to do it to avoid having snails, insects and birds and so on. So I've got a plastic sheeting here. It's a membrane sheeting and it has, I don't know if you can see that, little tiny holes in it to let it breathe and let the water through. And I've just dug small holes, planted in the little plug plants of lettuce and put some compost around it because the soil's, I've watered the soil this morning. It is very, very hard. So I've had to water that quite a lot this morning. Then I've put the compost around, then I'm going to water them in, then I'm going to put a bit more compost because the compost, when it's wet, it settles down a bit, so you want enough to cover the root base. And then what most gardeners tend to do here, my neighbour Marcel advised me, is to cut the majority of this off, which sounds a bit weird because that's the salad, but you cut those tops off and the energy in the plant comes through and you get a much stronger centre of pom, the nice solid bit in the middle. See, cut these off, these are no good at all really, you just want the root base. So yeah, 12 of those planted up, so the next couple of weeks we'll have plenty of salad to eat. But I'm a bit behind really. What I should have done is put the plastic sheeting down at the beginning of the season and just replant in the same holes. But I didn't, so I had to wait till we ate all the salad because otherwise you end up with the plastic flying all over the place. So that's the salad, doing really well. And this morning I have watered again early morning my tomatoes, and you can see here we're doing really well with these. And this is my first little accidental baby crop of new potatoes. That was just a small plant that was here, so I dug that up to see what was underneath. We can leave the rest a bit longer. There's 2 or 3 big plants over there, so I'm going to leave those a bit longer. And this morning I'm going to take off my first courgette. So there we go. And that one's just going to come off. Give it a little twist, a little twist, a little twist, and off it comes. And that's a gorgeous size. Not too big. They're much better when they're smaller. Because A, they grow on quicker. There's another one here. Take him off. That's big enough. I'm going to saute these tonight. I've got some very large beef tomatoes and made some homemade bolognese with some nice Bordeaux wine instead of the old Chianti, and slow roasted that off, and that's really delicious. And I'm going to stuff my large tomatoes with that, serve it with some sautéed courgettes and maybe some wild rice or some pasta. Not much going on down here. Now these are the Potager plants. It's a different flower. You can see it's much more of a trumpet flower. I think that's what these are because I actually bought 2 of each and I'm not quite sure what happened, but they all look very similar. Now under here hiding is the melon plants. So I've got 1, 2 and I've got another one down here. And I'm not too worried. They've got small flowers on already, you see. They're all the same type of plant. They're all the sort of same family. Squash, cucumbers, courgettes, and obviously the melon as well. So they don't normally harvest till September. So that's fine. I can leave them hiding away under there. This is taking over a bit, my courgette plant. So I'm just going to, doesn't hurt to just twist that around and push it in. They'll still really grow quite well. See, you've got loads of small baby ones coming here. Hopefully I'll pick a few more tomorrow. These are the beetroot that we actually grew, if you remember, from tiny little pricked out seed plants from the neighbour. And they're coming along really well. And basil's a bit hidden now, so I think I'm going to just dig him up and move him because he's in the shade of these tomatoes. They're just so big. That's it for today really. I think it's a pool day today because it's very, very hot already. I've got some wonderful guests down in the Potager who have stayed here for a week. Lovely friends from college who haven't seen each other for 36 years. And Sarah and David have had a wonderful week here with us at La Potager, and they've really enjoyed the Loire Valley, visiting the chateaux. We went to Chinon yesterday and took them to the vineyard. and when we did a trip to Chateau de Riveau, the magic garden, which you all saw on the video that we did before. So yeah, it's been a fabulous week. We're really sad to see them go, actually. In fact, they could stay as long as they like, really. They could move in. I'm sure they could move in. I've got a camera shy Sarah behind me. So we're going to have a nice relaxing day today because it's been a busy week. Stop it. You are naughty. And we've got our fencing boy over there. So we're just putting up the to dog-proof the garden, a bit of fencing. So I'll catch up with you all later, and we'll be able to pick some tomatoes in about a week, I think. So speak to you all soon. Bye from the Potager.